That's a real nice song. That's a positive song. Mr. Jude Joseph, good morning to you. Miss Annie Hilaire. Yeah, calling him like Pops, you know. Papi, Daddy. And the entire household, the entire home circle. Good morning. Delia and Daniel. Curtie and Carla. Micah and Robin Givens. Alista. Call him Pan. Good morning. And the folks on Coffee Bow Hill, good morning to you all. Peter Lynn, good morning to you and the household. Mommy, good morning to you all. Hey folks, it's 27 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning. Hey. Today's going to be a good day, right? Nice.
I want you to declare right now, every good thing must follow you by force, by power, by might. Are you ready?
Are you ready for that?
Just be on your feet. And I say, follow me. Can you do it right now? Let's go, follow me. You can do better than that. Come on, say, follow me. No, I can't hear you.
It's that time again for Good Morning Grenada. Let me get out of this zone and get into this one here because I don't want time run out on us, okay?
Bullets! Follow me. Testimonies wherever they are. Call them. Follow me.
Call out your blessings. Call out your miracles.
Follow me. Follow me.
Of course, you know I must say good morning to the shepherd of the flock, Pastor Laurie Dominic, and the First Family, and the entire congregation of the New Testament Church of God, Wester Hall. Big things are in store for 2024. Yeah. We'll be forceful. Nice. Let's get here. It's 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time to get with the program. Well, before I get into that, someone made a complaint, all right? And I'm calling on the RGPF. Well, I do hope that they come in and make a formal complaint and report on that. Okay, someone stole someone's boat this morning, all right? Just around 4:30 this morning by the fish market in St. George's. Okay, now that's not nice. I do hope that that situation is resolved. Yeah, I hope that it is resolved. You know, I hope it's as my good little boy would say, Tyler would say, that is a prank. I hope it's a prank. I mean, who does that at this time? You know what I'm saying? So the person or persons involved, all right, who was affected by that, the advice is to go to the police station, make a formal complaint, a report, and let them take it from there before it's too late, all right? But I'm just giving the RGPF a thumbs up, okay? Coast Guard people, look out for that. Let me tell you the color. They stated the color here. It is gray and silver, okay? A gray and silver boat. There's no name on it as yet because it's a new boat just built. Come on, man. Petlin George, good morning to you and the folks inside of Munich. Hope you all are doing fine. Auntie Joan and everybody, good morning. Susan, good morning. Susan Antoine, good morning too. Nice. The Maxwins in Belial. Good morning, Auntie Ann and everybody. Good morning. So let's get with the word of the day, all right? Let's get with the word of the day. The word of the day today is the word aplomb. Aplomb, all right? A-P-L-O-M-B. Aplomb. And it means complete and confident composure of self-assurance, or self-assurance rather, and is a synonym of poise. All right. So aplomb means complete and confident composure or self-assurance, and is a synonym. It is synonymous to poise. Here's how we can use that word. On her first day as a teacher, June handled herself with aplomb, keeping the class engaged and focused. I remembered my first day teaching at the Hermitage Government School. Miss Greta Franklin, good morning to you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine, yeah? Haven't seen you in ages. She was the principal there. Introduced me to the staff and placed me in standard in grade 3. I was teaching next to Leo Cato. Yeah, he was in common entrance class. I was right behind him. And Carlisle Zando Peters was on stage. Yeah, I started that day with Mr. Richard Alexander. Wayne Jago George was a month or so before me. Talking 1989, you know. Yeah. Any case, folks, that's enough of my history for the morning. All right, so aplomb. All right, that's the word of the day. And Nadisha, good morning to you. I hope you're doing fine. I'm yet to get this peanut butter snow ice. Oh, folks, I have to show off this morning, you know. Did you see this? Ah, man. Thanks to good people. It tastes even better with this cup. She says, please don't call my name, but this cup came all the way from New York, you know? Yeah, all the way from New York. Thank you very much. What, boy? Nice favor. Nice little blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss, she said we'll call her name, all right? Okay, Miss G, I won't call your name, okay? I promise. So yeah, never waste your time trying to explain yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Yeah, that's a nice one. Do not waste or never waste your time trying to explain yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You know, there are some people who are just bent on setting you up to fail and all kind of thing like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's like you can't do anything right. Okay, they'll compliment you. Oh, that's a good job, but well, what's the but about if it's a good job? You understand what I'm saying? Just stop trying to explain yourself to people who are hell-bent on misunderstanding you. It's like nothing good could come from you. You know, to them it seems as though you have an inferiority complex. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time trying to explain them. Do the right things and just move on. You understand what I'm saying? 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock, buzzing this morning. This morning I do have guests. I should be joined by the folks from Sunshine Promotion, as we have the December to Remember coming up with Sizzla Kalonji. Yeah, we look forward to that engagement. I wonder if it's Judah that coming, boy. Judah, good morning. You promised to come back on the program, you know. You're supposed to come and spend a Saturday morning with me, but I know you're a busy man, boy. Good morning to you, sir, and the entire home, the entire family, and by extension, your job environment. Good morning to all your employees. Buzzing, buzzing, the hunting season is open. It will be closed on the 31st. That's 16 days away. So guys who hunt, please, this is your time. Go on out. You're legal to do that at the moment. The manikou, the tattoo, the iguana, the rami, and the monkey. Yes. It's your right to hunt them now. What is wrong is if you're going people's property and hunt without asking their permission first. Then you are doing something wrong while doing something right. You understand what I'm saying? Or you're doing something wrong. You're doing something right the wrong way. Yeah, you're hunting. That's right. You're legal, but you're doing it illegally because you're in somebody's property and you didn't get their permission. So seek permission first, all right? Good morning to the Honorable Jarvis Dabrio. How you doing, Papi? You all right? He gonna say, don't call me so. All right, now buzzing. It's not easy to put an island on the travel radar. It's even more difficult to shape it into an exotic, luxurious getaway rooted in the authentic Caribbean experience. That's what Petra Roach, the CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, has managed to do, reintroducing Grenada to the world and telling the story in an intimate, culinary-focused luxury destination that is now in the midst of a renaissance. Yeah, the Caribbean Journal I like that. I like that. I know. And she's so humble. Look at that face. Deep in thought, but she's laced with humility. Good morning. I always say good morning to you. Yeah, I had to, maybe come and sit in your office one day and let you offer me some coffee, Good morning to you and your entire team. Keep on doing your great works. Great are your exploits, yeah? Safe travel to our national table tennis team. Safe travel to our national table tennis team as they depart Grenada to compete in the 2023 OECS Table Tennis Championships from December 15th to 17th, and that's happening in Dominica. We wish you every success. Look at the team, boy. I have to learn to play that game better. I could dabble in it a bit, All right, also buzzing, UNESCO recognizes traditional boat building as the Grenada Tourism Authority is celebrating its first UNESCO inscription for traditional boat building in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Good morning. Good morning to my good partner Ruben out there attached to Six Senses. Good morning, Ruben. How are you doing? Are you going up to be a part of this? I hope you are. All right. Okay. So those are the buzzing stories this morning. As I told you, I do have guests this morning. We have visitors with us this morning. The folks from Sunshine's Promotion will be here with us. So we look forward to that. Let me just, before we go off to the news, let me just pay a little attention to our Facebook page. Mary Ebang says good morning. Catherine Phillips says good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Good morning, Catherine. Sharon Pilgrim, good morning, Sharon. Yulin Alexander, good morning, Gordon. Good morning to everyone. Blessings on a fantastic Friday. Have a wonderful, safe day ahead, everyone. Yulin, you do likewise, huh? Nice. Sharon Pilgrim, who still dreaming about a foursome? Well, I don't understand. What kind of question is that? I don't know what I mean. All right. Cameron Andrew, good morning, my colleagues, them and things. Season's greetings, my people. All right, Jamaican. Yoland Swan is in the building. Good morning. Blessings to you, Mr. Joseph. I hope your night was well spent. Good morning to everyone. Happy Friday, everyone. Well, yeah. I'm happy to be alive, Have to stand up and sleep, but that's okay. Nice. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning, Innocent. Viewers, listeners, blessed weekend. Same to you, Jennifer. Yeah. Nice. Sharon Bartholomew, good morning, everyone from Northern Virginia. Happy Friday. What's the weather like? Zobaida Zobi Duncan says good morning. Good morning, sweetie. How you doing? Yeah, I had to pass up Tivoli one of these days, when I get a little freedom, and they let me go a bit. But that's okay. Deng Audit, good afternoon from South Sudan. Wow. Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you doing? I hope you're hearing me. Yes, I hope you is a man because saying sir. Zobi Duncan comes back and say best teacher ever. Bonjour, Zobi, you tried to put me in cattle belly cross here. I tried my best and I enjoyed it. Neil McMeo Nimi, good morning. He says good morning to all. Could you play a dough eating nothing that's smelling so? What happened? You're soaking a ham out. All right, Deng, I'm okay. Deng ask, how are you? I'm okay. Cameron Andrew. All right. Right, I've got to go. I'll take the others on the flip side of the news. But right now it's time for us to head on to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather here in Classic. Those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We're with you anywhere and everywhere.
I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. it is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy Batiste. Top story, Grenadians are welcoming visitors with the return of international cricket. The feeling was even better after a thrilling West Indies victory against England at the National Cricket Stadium today. However, one sporting enthusiast feels more needs to be done to strengthen sports tourism. Nisha Peters reports.
In the wake of the successful return of international cricket to Grenada, calls for the heightened investment in cricket development are echoed across the island, emphasizing the need to seize the momentum and fortify the cricketing landscape. Ray Roberts, journalist and cricket enthusiast, is pleased to see the return of international cricket to Grenada. However, he believes more should be done to develop the sport in the region.
It's great to see first-class cricket, international cricket in Grenada. It's a great tonic that I hope will inspire not just the Cricket Association, but Grenada, the government, and everybody to make greater investment in cricket. Unfortunately, we're not doing that. We hype, we go light the stadium because we want the T20. The stadium is about 16,000 capacity, but the biggest crowd we see in the stadium is maybe 5,000. So the objective to me should be to have a cricket program that would help develop the talent we have, and hopefully we will then begin to produce international stars.
He said there is need for more community involvement.
We have talent, but there must be competition, there must be training, there must be more Paradise Football Club as cricket clubs in Grenada. What we're doing now, it's nothing that's going to take us beyond maybe just on the surface. We need to go beyond that.
The return of international cricket to Grenada not only captivated the hearts of cricket enthusiasts, but also underscored the potential for the island and the region to become a cricketing powerhouse once again.
Cricket will only grow in the Caribbean and in the West Indies if we have strong domestic leagues as we had in the 70s, as we had in St. Andrew, where you had the most teams in the OECS playing 40. You don't have much of that anymore. So I'm saying the Cricket Association, the Ministry of Sport, everybody, because it's a tourism product. It's a tourism product. So the investment can't be $20. The investment has to be thousands of dollars, as Guyana did. Guyana, as you notice now, they seem to have the strongest domestic format in the Caribbean. It's not happening through old talk. It's happening because they put in dollars into that program. And that's what we need to do.
As the cricketing fever continues to reverberate through the country, stakeholders believe that now is the opportune moment to invest in Grenada's cricketing future. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
This story to report, with large crowds of cricket enthusiasts anticipated for the T20 clashes between West Indies and England at the National Cricket Stadium, the Royal Grenada Police Force left no stone unturned in its operational planning to ensure the safety and security of fans and commuters. The RGPF significantly bolstered traffic management and security measures to facilitate smooth entry into and exit from the venue. Acting Commissioner of Police Vanny Cohen explains.
Let me first start by talking about entry into the stadium. So generally, vehicular traffic entering the National Stadium will do so at the Ring Road area from the Cherry Hill direction only, with one exception. So I want to make that clear. Everybody coming into the stadium to look at the games, except the VIPs, will enter through the Cherry Hill side of the Ring Road into the QNA James Athletic Stadium parking lot. The exception to that is VIPs, dignitaries, and and other match officials that will enter on the Humbug Bridge into the VIP parking. So the only vehicular traffic that is coming over the Humbug Bridge will be that of VIPs, dignitaries, games officials. So if you do not hold any of these accreditation or passes, everybody else enter the stadium through the Cherry Hill side of the stadium into the Grenada 15th Athletic Stadium.
Cohen said the RGPF utilized specialized traffic management to strategically control the flow of vehicles in and around the vicinity of the stadium, ensuring minimal disruption to the normal flow of traffic into and out of the city center.
Vehicular traffic will not be allowed in the following areas. So Old Fort Road in its junction with Locust Street. In other words, you're not allowed to come up the PBC side from the Locust Street direction. You are not allowed to use that road. You also will not be allowed to use the Cemetery Hill Road with its intersection with Church Street. So that's the portion of the road that goes down Cemetery Hill into the stadium. That will be restricted. In fact, the traffic will run the other way when I get to the emergency route. That is our emergency route. The Ring Road from its junction with Mount Rush, Public Road to the direction of the Humbug Bridge. When you come off Mount Rush, you will not be able to make a left turn onto the Humbug Bridge. All the traffic in the stadium for those 2 days coming from Mount Rush will make a right turn back into the entrance that they're coming in. In other words, that Cherry Hill part of the road will be both entry and exit for the general public.
The RGPF said it devised a comprehensive plan to address the influx of spectators attending the T20 matches.
Public parking will be available in the following areas: the concrete car park at the Grenada 15th Athletic Stadium, the warm-up track at the Grenada 15th Athletic Stadium, the dot area opposite that concrete park will also, we believe that there are enough parks there in that general area that can hold most of who likely will be coming to the games. In addition to that, should there be a spillover, we're going to move the excess traffic over to the Wesley College ground. You would appreciate the fact that this is a ground that we've been using time and time for events at the stadium. But when it rains, as it is doing now, putting traffic on that playing field can severely damage the playing field. So we're not considering doing that for the start of any of the 2 games. However, should those designated parking areas be overfilled, we have no choice now. We'll have to use the playing field for excess parking.
West Indies and England played their second T20 match today, and the third T20 is scheduled for Saturday at the National Cricket Stadium. Well, during Wednesday's sitting of the Senate, Minister with responsibility for social and community development, housing and gender affairs, Gloria Thomas, announced that a $500 payment under the SEED program will be implemented permanently in 2024. Christina John tells us more.
Minister of State with responsibility for social development and gender affairs, Gloria Thomas, says some 500 new households have been added to the SEED program. The new figures were disclosed during the Senate debate on the $1.6 billion budget on Wednesday evening. Senator Thomas said a national beneficiary household recertification drive to facilitate the reapplication of the assessment tool to determine the eligibility of beneficiaries was conducted. Minister Thomas also addressed the increase in the amount of money disbursed to families under the SEED program. She said the increase would be permanent going forward, with an emphasis on the elderly.
As pronounced by the Minister of Finance in his budget presentation, in 2024, there will be an increase to 500 for SEED beneficiaries household who are elderly, 65 years and over, and beneficiaries living with physical and mental disabilities. This will assist them with the upkeep of their medical regime and general well-being. Madam President, the emphasis is on the elderly. I am happy to emphasize that the benefit will not be a temporary measure, but a permanent increase going forward.
The former New National Party administration, through a cabinet conclusion, had added an increase of $150 to the amount paid to the seed beneficiaries for 1 year, and that was from January 2022 to December that year. The minister highlighted what was done following the recertification process. She also spoke about a special card for the elderly as a new form of security.
If the beneficiary's household living condition was improved and surpassed the threshold, the household should graduate out of the program. Madam President, on the other hand, if the household living condition remains the same or regresses, then the family may be deemed fit to remain on the program until their socioeconomic condition improves. This graduation process creates the fiscal space for the inclusion of new beneficiaries. Madam President, in addition to the recertification program, an audit was conducted to determine the existing gaps and make a recommendation for further program improvements that is in the seed. This very important process is conducted by the audit department. Very soon, the audit report will be released. Implementation process will commence in January 2024. Madam President, beneficiaries will receive a seed benefit card which will enable them to receive benefit through the banking system. We saw the need to improve the current payment mechanism, which led to long lines in inhumane condition with limited alternative options. This card will enable beneficiaries to receive cash transferred directly to their bank account. The card will include all the features of a transactional card, such as ATM withdrawal and point-of-sale purchases. The card will increase the security of the elderly walking around with the cash.
To date, 5,246 households are benefiting from the seed program. Individual beneficiaries amounts to 7,483, while elderly households 1,512. Christelina John, GBN News.
Now, what was supposed to be a case of jaundice for their newborn became a nightmare for two parents. Now, 13 months later, their daughter is fighting for her life. This family is seeking your help so that little Amy King has a chance to live. Winnipeg Thomas reports on this heartbreaking story.
Michael Gordon and Akeisha King are seeking your help to save the life of their 13-month-old daughter, Amy King, who is now in urgent need of a transplant in Colombia. Akeisha King said when her baby girl was born, she was told that she had jaundice and was guided by doctors on how to treat it. After weeks of sunlight, the mother saw no improvement in her baby's condition, which led to many doctors' visits. She said at 5 months old, her daughter was diagnosed in Trinidad and Tobago with a rare liver disease called Biliaria atresia.
They wasn't able to really determine what was the cause. They had a theory, but they wasn't really able to determine at that point yet. So they sent us to Trinidad. We did a HIDA scan there, and they confirmed it was what they thought, that red liver disease called biliary atresia. So it's a case where the liver is the bile duct, is either missing or it's blocked.
As Amy grows, so does her stomach, and her condition worsens. She never had the opportunity to learn to creep or walk and has since been in and out of the hospital. She has been warded for the past 12 weeks at the General Hospital, and the family has to raise over 300,000 EC dollars for a liver transplant in Colombia as soon as possible. The mother, who could barely hold back her tears, said doctors predict that if the surgery is not done, her daughter may not make it to see her second birthday, a reality she can't face.
One of the things is that her stomach is growing, and her stomach continues to grow. At this point, it is 62 centimeters, and it continues to grow. As they say, as long as she doesn't get the surgery done, it will continue to grow. And the disease that she has, it's a rare liver disease, and from research, it would tell you that most children don't live past 2 years. So, knowing that she's 13 months, we still haven't had a date. Although they're saying it's very serious, they still haven't given us a date, so we're just here waiting to get a date. I must say though, in the last run, we had another option. Another option presented itself, and that is for Jamaica. But still, we have not had a date as well.
Amy's father, Michael, says they are doing their best to ensure that she receives the best care she can get until the surgery is done, and that is already costly. Over the past few months, they have been raising funds through a monthly breakfast sale, among other activities, hoping to accumulate enough funds for the procedure. However, their efforts have barely scratched the surface of their goal. One of the parents will be the liver donor for their daughter.
We reached out to numerous amount of entities and stuff like that, with letters stating our child's condition and stuff like that, and we have not get back a response from many of the places and stuff like that. Apart from that, we are like over $30,000 due to we have like 2 motorcades, and we've been doing some luncheons and breakfast and stuff to raise funds. It's very tough for us as a family, I should say. Very tough. We try to make ends meet in both ways. Likewise for the child and for us. We need like over $340,000. Yeah, to actually, because the whole funding for the operation is $378,000. Yes, so that's $140 US.
Both parents are appealing to the public to help them give their daughter a chance to live, whether it's financially, medically, or in any other way.
As our daughter Amy King is in a rare case of biliary atresia, we urge to the general public once again to please lend a helping hand to all the entities out there to please assist us in whatever ways you can.
I can be contacted at 533-5025. That's my cell phone number. We do have an account at Arisa. If you wish to make any donation, the account number is 72036. Yeah, and the name on the account is Amy King.
The family can be contacted at 533-5025. Renepe Thomas, GBN News.
Minister Deacon Mitchell and Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andel are among CARICOM heads of government to attend the Venezuela meeting, the Venezuela-Guyana meeting in St. Vincent over the oil-rich border area. We have more in this report.
Presidents Dr. Irfan Ali of Guyana and Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela engaged in closed-door talks in St. Vincent and the Grenadines Thursday in an attempt to resolve a rising tension between the two countries. The talks were hosted by Vincentian Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, who is the head of the Community of Latin America and Caribbean States, CELAC, and Brazilian President Luiz Lula da Silva. The attempt at mediation follows the International Court of Justice's, ICJ, recent provisional measures in the case concerning the arbitral award of October 3rd, 1899, Guyana versus Venezuela. Grenada's Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, accompanied by Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andel, were among CARICOM heads attending the meeting. This agreement over the 160,000 square kilometers or 62,000 square mile jungle region of the Essequibo has run for decades, but Venezuela revived its claim, including to offshore areas in recent years after major oil and gas discoveries. Guyanese President Irvin Ali holds firm to his decision not to hold discussions surrounding the matter, as the dispute is currently before the International Court of Justice, whose final ruling could be years away. Voters in Venezuela earlier this month rejected the court's provisional measures and backed the creation of a new state in a referendum. It is hoped that there will be a relaxation of tensions and less aggressiveness in the discourse on both sides. Christelina John, GBN News.
Over $1 million allocated by government to reimburse students who performed well in their CXC examinations. More in this report.
With an aim to encourage secondary school students to fulfill their potential and study hard while assisting parents in meeting the financial cost of helping their children reach the educational goal, the National Democratic Congress-led government is moving to reintroduce a reimbursement initiative for students who excel in their CXC examinations. The announcement was made by Education Minister David Andrew during his contribution to the 2024 budget in Senate on Wednesday.
We know the sacrifices that parents make to pay for CSEC exams. The ministry is embarking on a phased approach as part of its universal secondary education and free education policy to reimburse students who complete some sections, particular combinations of subjects. The details of those will be put forward, but the plan is to reimburse students in 2024. This we hope will encourage students to perform much better and to work intrinsically to achieve their goals. A total of $1.2 million has been allocated for this program rollout in 2024.
In the 2010 budget, the Tillman Thomas-led NDC government provided a full refund of external examination fees to all students who passed 8th or more subjects. However, this was scrapped by the new National Party-led administration. Additionally, Minister Andrew said government is also exploring how the process can become easier for citizens seeking student loans. He said the consultation process has already begun.
While we keep promoting it, while we keep talking a lot about it, while we keep working hard at it, we are aware, though, that we have to reduce the degree, how onerous it is for students to access loans who might want to study. And so our ministry has already engaged many of the financial institutions, Madam President, to discuss the requirements for accessing student loans. Further, a cabinet subcommittee has been appointed to look into how we go about engaging and coming up with a policy for the student loans, accessing easier student loans. This framework will be developed for implementation 2024.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
With the over $4 million allocated in the 2024 budget for housing in Grenada, Minister for Social Development and Housing, Philip Telesford, says several changes have been made to improve the sector. He said the $8,000 limit in soft loans for the repair of houses will increase to $12,000, while the threshold for the construction of new houses will move from $18,000 to $32,000. The minister outlined the reason for these changes.
Bathroom and toilets, Mr. Speaker, if we don't just a bathroom and toilet, if your house is fit and proper enough to receive an insertion of bathroom and toilet, the cost is now moved. The allocation now moves from $8,000 to $10,000, and it's not cost of living. It's because we studied it and we looked at it and we recognized that some of the houses were too small.
The minister added that measures are in place to ensure that all recipients of the loan meet their monthly installments. He spoke of other improvements within the sector.
The houses, new homes that are going to be built, they're going to be painted, they're going to have bathroom and toilet facilities, and it's going to be bigger than before. So there we are helping our people to step up, because the idea is to have our citizens graduate out of poverty. The salary ceiling for someone to qualify for this benefit used to be $1,200, or is presently in 2023 $1,200. As from January 1st, 2024, it's now going to be $1,800. So more people are able to qualify.
Minister Telesford invited business people in the diaspora to contribute towards the water access and sanitation in homes WASH program to help eradicate outdoor toilets in Grenada. Unsightly garbage is the feature at the end of the GBN eyesore lens. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Highlighted in tonight's eyesore is a concerning photograph of a heap of garbage outside of Monrouge playing field in Grenada St. George. Our citizen journalist said up until today, the pile is still there, directly under where the sign reads, quote, "Let's keep our environment clean," unquote. The irony has left our eyesore reporter quite disturbed. They are hoping the relevant authority will soon rectify the situation. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
All right, welcome viewers and listeners. It's The Conversation, and as I told you this morning, I am joined by a guest I've got with me in the studio, a beautiful young lady, and she started blushing already as I say that.
I'm smiling. I always smile. Everybody knows that.
Akira from Sunshine Promotion is here with us as we do preparation for the greatest event of the year, December to Remember. Good morning.
Correct. Good morning, Innocent.
How you doing?
I am well. I'm fabulous. It's December. The season is nice. The atmosphere is even better.
Have you noticed that since Carnival I haven't seen you?
Yeah.
And that is not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, no,
but it's because we've been working so hard behind the scenes to bring back another fantastic event so I could come and talk to you about it. So my absence is warranted in that case, right?
That's okay.
Yeah.
You like my cup?
I love your cup. I need a custom cup like that as well.
Jealousy is a sin.
I know, but in this case, I'm hoping you'll be kind and extend the request on my behalf.
I'll consider it, all right?
Okay,
I'll
good.
consider it. Nice. So December to remember. One of my favorite artists is going to be here.
Of course.
All right. And it's just awesome to have this guy back in Grenada. Let me do this. Let me do this one time. Again, it comes back to the question that I always ask you. How much energy and effort is placed in selecting your artists?
A lot of energy, a lot of contemplation, a lot of thoughts, because again, our signature for Sunshine Promotions is to ensure that we have artists on stage that know how to perform, can hold their own, and really encourage the audience to have an immersive experience and a great time themselves. So it's not just about coming to the show, standing, spectating, but it's about an immersive experience that the singer charges the audience to get involved in as well. And Sizzla Kalonji, I mean, with all due respect, he is one of the foundation artists in reggae, in conscious reggae, and he has stood that ground for almost 30 years. 30 years as a performer. And
I look at his performances in recent times. When I heard of the show, I started going back and looking at, and I'm saying, but since I was a youngster growing up, I'm hearing Sizzla Kalonji, and he's so energetic on stage.
Correct.
Still. How does he do it?
Correct. And I think that's the thing. Like when you talk to him, his music is a service to other people. It's a service to disenfranchised people. It's a service to Rastafari and conscious people, and he really holds that dear to him. So he gets that energy inside. When you're innately called to do something,
like me being here.
Exactly. Come on. The teacup and all says so. It's really, it just comes naturally, and you can tell it's an energy from inside that he really exudes, especially when he's on stage. We're excited about having him come back, to the Sunshine Promotion stage. He's no stranger to Grenada, but he hasn't been here in quite some time, and so people are excited to see him, and himself, when
he's excited to come back home.
Of course, when we finish that booking, he's like, listen, I'm sending a drop one time, put it out now. I'm like, well, it's too early. We haven't started the promotion yet, but he's very excited about coming back to the Spice Island, and he'll be coming with his live band as well.
Oh, wow. One of the things that I've noticed I've spoken with a couple artists that you all have brought before, and it seems as though when they come, they don't want to go back.
No.
They feel so much at home.
Yeah.
For example, in August, when Kes was here, we were doing the coverage Carnival Monday morning, and he was walking through the crowd, and I had to call my camera guy and say, hey, this is Kes passing. He called Kes for me.
Right.
And Kes came to the microphone and I'm home again.
Yeah, he is.
So I'm home with Sunshine Promotion.
Correct. And you see, that's the thing. It's like a family. When we engage these artists, we treat them well. One, the Grenadian people makes it very easy for us, because if it's one thing, we respect people's space and people's privacy. We won't run up on them too much and ask for pictures and all of these things. But if we see somebody, we'll respectfully, say hi, what I mean? Even with Kes. And then also, we're very inviting. We're very warm. And that's why it's so easy to promote events in Grenada to artists. And all artists really want to come to Grenada because they hear about the welcome and the reception. And then we at Sunshine Promotions, we treat them so well. And we check on them during the year, and there may be certain things that they're trying to access or get, and because of the experience with us, we're able to do that on their behalf, even if it's for another location or something, whether it be our relationship with airline lines, anything like that. So because we have that relationship behind the scenes, you know, they always really want to come back and they enjoy the treatment.
So it's not a case where I contract you to come and do my job and you go, you maintain that.
Yeah. Because even for these artists know that we're bringing currently on the cast, I mean, Sizzla's band has been performing and practicing weekly just to ensure that they are, you know, on top of their game for when they come to perform. I mean, Sizzla is an artist that knows how to please the audience, but without a doubt, they want to ensure that the songs that they perform are the songs that people really want to hear. And I mean, that's difficult for Sizzla because there's at least 50 songs that, you know, people would want to hear. So
there was a year when Sizzla kept dropping albums like crazy. I was wondering, are they falling from a mango tree or something?
To be honest, his mango tree in Judgment Yard, because the other day I was saying, you know, someone was asking, what's your favorite Sizzla song? And I said, it's hard. That's a tough question because at this point is what's your favorite Sizzla album? Because the compilations are so solid, you know, solid as a rock. So literally, I mean, with an artist like this and a catalog like this, he already said he wants nothing less than an hour and a half on stage. Wow. If he can get 2 hours, that would be great. Or he'll sing until people are ready to go. You just leave when you want, but he'll be on stage. That's the kind of energy. Yes, that is the kind of energy.
Let's take a little bit of Sizzla performing live, all right?
Mix everything, you know. Yes. We just come from this place. Sharky Seafood Festival. Big up yourself. I'm a touch told you. God bless us. I fly fast. I look blessed and mighty. That's it. Hey. I never doubt you. That's a part of the people. That's a part of the patrons. Mix the one up. Grab cut. Hey. What? You surely deserve.
He's unique, eh?
Very unique.
Elephant Man said he's the energy god. I think he is.
No, he is very unique. And you see, that's one thing too that I appreciate artists of a certain generation, especially that time around reggae, because there were quite a few prominent artists that we can call in the same breath as Sizzla, but each of them had their own unique sound. They kind of carved their own niche. So when you hear Sizzla, you know it's Sizzla. When you hear Elephant Man, you know it's Elephant Man. Buju, completely different. You know, Yellow Man, Burro Band. You know, all of these artists, they have their unique space. But Sizzla, to remain current for 30 years, to have artists fly into your home, hoping to collaborate with you, and big artists like Khalid and, you know, international artists, especially in the US, that speaks a lot to your, you know, your reputation in music, your ability to stay current, and how much you still have an influence on the industry.
Sizzla alone could have done the show, but you all chose not to do that. You have complementing artists. Who are the artists?
So we also have Bugle. Bugle is another conscious reggae artist. He has quite a few reggae songs that I like, and I have about 5 Bugle songs on my what I call a pestilence playlist. So anytime you have a difficult day, you go home, you put on some conscious music. Bugle has like about 5 songs on my pestilence playlist. Okay. So absolutely enjoy him as an artist. He has been performing for over 20 years as well. So he's very, very good, you know, and he knows how to please audiences.
Is that him here?
Sweet music, and let me say my life this. Oh yeah, my life this. Truth is me, I put it. Oh yeah, my life this. Don't tell me about life, me know about that. Me never grow in a mansion, me grow in a shack with dirt floor, zinc house stop, rainfall bucket set water catch. I wear me own shoes like you new with all a shirt for match. Look how my finger blister.
Wow, that's a compliment.
Very good compliment.
That's a complimenting
act,
know, yes.
Very, very good compliment. And Bugle, he's also going to be performing live with Sizzla's band as well. So they have been really rehearsing and ensuring that all of the chemistry and everything is there for that performance. And Bugle will be on stage performing for another hour again. So it's another compliment on show. And then we have an upcoming trending artist called Jabari, and he is actually one of the opening acts for Sizzla's band. He's a musician, but he's also a singer, and he has been doing really, really well. So he's another artist that we're going to feature because, in a sense, that's another thing too, and how we're able to build certain relationships, because sometimes we bring artists here before they get big, before they bust. We see that, and we make
when they
that
bust, coming back to home is not
of course, it's not an issue.
They come back home.
Correct, and then they charge the home price, which is great.
I almost choked on this. Home price,
it's good. They charge a home price, so it's really good to always keep your ear on who's trending, who's upcoming, and strike that relationship with them in the early stages of their career. Case in point, Chronics. When we brought him here for the first time, much people didn't know about him.
I remember that I was at another institution at the time, and he came in, and he was. You could see the youthfulness on his face. He was not used to the spotlight.
Correct, and he's a very humble person. But from day one, he knew the type of reputation that he wanted to build and the music that he wanted to make, and he stood firm to that. Actually, people came to the show to see Tarrus Riley because Tarrus Riley was accompanying him. But by the time Chronic's performance was done, people became a Chronic's fan. They were converted. So that's what I'm saying in terms of, leading back to your initial question, in terms of selecting the artist and all of that. There's a lot of thought that goes into, okay, who do we think people would really appreciate? Who we think have the opportunity would take advantage of the opportunity to step up to the plate and really get fans and get, followers in Grenada themselves. And then saying that, we're featuring another artist for the very first time ever going to be in Grenada, 450. He's an upcoming trending artist. I mean, he's 23, so the demographic between 18 to 25 have been going crazy.
That's a lot.
But I did some research in terms of, different songs that he's singing, and I think that as an artist, even though he's young, he still has the ability to transcend. There's a song called Live and Learn, and Journey 2 is a really good song.
Let's take a little listen. Live and Learn.
Dust to the dust. Too much for lose, can't lose focus. Get hurt by people the more. Some I love and them will up when you up, but them will cut when you broke. Music loud and some strong, now my cup. Heart fucked up cause I've been hurt too much.
As an artist, he has some conscious songs that really transcend different generations. So it's not just about the fact that, he's younger, and especially when we see that these days, the younger artists coming up, you always question their performance ability. You always question whether they'll be able to hold their own on stage with an artist like Sizzla that had to come up through the ranks and had to really learn how to perform in order to gain followers, because there was no social media during that time. And these artists have that unique benefit. So you always question, okay, how are they going to perform on stage? But he is an artist that's been trending internationally. He just came off of a tour in Europe, in the UK. He did very well. There's a lot of feedback from that tour for him in the UK, and he's very prominent within the Caribbean region as well, and he has a strong following right here in Grenada. So of course we are going to bring him with the Sunshine Promotion team. We've been in communication constantly with his management to ensure, the type of music that he brings, the versions that he's singing is congruent with the Sunshine Promotion brand and our audience, because a wide cross section of people are going to be here as well. And that's one thing that we do. We always lay the expectations for the performances with the performers and let them know what we expect from them. It's not just about booking them and allowing them to come and, just sing anything or do anything. We want to ensure that they put on a show that our audience will find tasteful and really enjoy. So we're looking forward to featuring him as well.
And what has the response been thus far in terms of ticket sales and correspondences?
Yeah.
What has it been like thus
Well,
far?
the feedback, has been great from the time we dropped the Sizzler flyer, and then again we put out Bugle, and then when we added 450 to the cast, we just gained a different type of momentum. And and again too, it's because also his following are very active on social media, so they will comment on it, they will talk about it and stuff, and it's been represented in the ticket sales as well. I mean, we know that December is a month where people have a lot of expenses just because of the festivities of the season, so you have your staff parties, you have to, for Christmas, you have to buy gifts, all of these things. So we wanted to keep the ticket price very reasonable, the general admission and even the VIP, so that people would still find it affordable within all of the other expenses that they have in December. So early bird tickets is only $100, and we're going to keep it like that for as long as possible to make people, be able to afford to come to the show. When you look at this, 7 artists on stage, 2 live bands, it's a steal, for only $100. So we're excited about that, and people can get tickets at all our Sunshine Promotions official box offices and also online through gotofet.com. So our box offices are the usual ones that we use. So Gittins, whether it's in St. George's, Wall Street, Grenville, as well as Gittins Health Plus Pharmacy in Guelph, Health and Wellness Pharmacy in Guelph. And then we also have Pierce Barber Shop in Victoria. We have Calico Shopping Center in St. Patrick. We have on the border between St. Andrew and St. David Croshoe gas station.
Mr. McQueen, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. McQueen. Yeah, so people, going along the eastern side could access their tickets there. If you're in Big Parish, then you can check out Gittins, of course. Even for people in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, they can contact Karina Mills, who is our ticket liaison in Carriacou. So they don't have to think about, I'm going to have to find a ticket in Grenada, and then somebody will have to put it on the boat for me or hold it in Grenada for when I come down. We send the tickets up because we always have a strong Carriacou and Petit Martinique contingent in our shows. Loves reggae. And they trust Sunshine Promotions as well. So they know they can make the journey to come down. And once they make the journey to come down, we will definitely take care of them. So we're very excited, about this show, about bringing the artists on this show and having that sort of experience. And 2, because it's December, people always use the opportunity to treat themselves.
Yeah.
And so when we're talking treating yourself,
treat myself to the show.
Treat yourself to the show.
Buy all their fancy stuff.
Correct.
I could only imagine you.
Well, I work in, so I had to, welcoming and be a host. But definitely, and even treat yourself to a VIP experience. The front of stage, and our VIP is all inclusive, so it's not just access. You have your VIP parking, so you have your designated spot, which is very close to the venue. So all you have to do is walk inside, and you have your ushered access. So we have ushers on arrival. They're going to band you, give you a welcome cocktail, then you walk into the venue, you take pictures, and then there's a full 5-course buffet spread that is available for all of our VIP patrons, and by our 2 respected, renowned, tested and tried chefs. So we have creative chefs, and then we also have our caterers from Victory Bar and Restaurant, and they are going to be doing a 5-course spread.
Wow.
So it's like you're going to dinner and even more, and then you're also getting the performances, and you're front of stage, so anything happens, you're right there. You don't miss a beat, you don't miss anything. You get those coveted social media moments. You could get a video with Sizzler right in the back of you singing. And that's another thing about Grenada and events in Grenada. We give the people the opportunity to be so close to the artists because we're safe. We're safe. It's not like you go in another country and then the stage is all the way there and you have to look at it on screen, even though you're in the venue.
Up close and personal.
Very up close and personal. So because of that, it's really a signature premium experience. And then we have unlimited beverages all night for the people that don't like alcohol in their beverages. They can get mocktails and non-alcoholic beverages. And for those that like, to just have a little zing in their drink, they, they can have the full offering of whatever it is that they want. So we're very excited. This event is a full show. I mean, we're bringing back a December to remember. We didn't have it last year, and people felt like something was missing from their
Christmas,
December. Definitely. And we realize how much of a culture, this event has become. It's been a signature event. We've been having it for years. So we're excited about this cast, and we do think that this is a cast cast that would please various cross sections of the population, and that everybody would really appreciate all of the performers. Because you may come for Sizzler and leave a 450 fan, and you may not have seen Sizzler ever perform, so you don't know what to expect. You come for 450, and just like that, you're like, no, I need to know all Sizzler songs, and anytime he's performing, I need to be there.
I know one friend of mine, what's his name again? My friend, you know. Bob Zinn, he's a Sizzler fan. He's originally from Grenville, but he lives somewhere in Bolio now. I know he'll be there since the night before waiting. You know? Trilla, good morning.
Yeah. They're definitely staunch Sizzler fans. From the time people heard Sizzler was coming, that's all they needed. I was having a conversation with somebody on Monday, and she was like, listen, when I heard Sizzler, I bought a ticket because, to be honest, I get in 2 hours from Sizzler. So whoever else come, that's okay. You know, but I'm getting a full show from Sizzler himself. So we're very excited.
So everything is in
place. Everything is in place.
The show is this Saturday?
Yes, it's actually next week Saturday.
All right, that's the 23rd.
Already, the 23rd.
So the 24th is,
Christmas Eve, the Sunday, and then the Monday is Christmas Day. So there's a long time to kind of rest and recuperate.
For the day
and then eat your food on Christmas Day and still relax and be okay. You know, gates open at 10 and showtime is 11 p.m. sharp. Sunshine Promotions 11 p.m. sharp.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
11 is 11 with Judah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And so we're going to, because when we look at the cast and all of the artists that we have to feature, we need the full time. And these are artists that, you know, are performing with live bands, so they need their set time. And so we're going to start promptly. So I always encourage people, even though the gates open at 10, and we do have a lot of, you know, patrons that come early. Like even when the gate open, hold a vibe with the artists. You know what I mean? Graphics, who works here, will also be playing at the show, and he'll be doing a nice warm.
I believe Graphics gonna sing one of these days. You know?
Listen, something.
Listen. I have a feeling he'll do a soca.
Something. He looks soca-ish. He looks soca-ish.
The fat boy in
very
soca.
well do that. Big up Graphics, man. Shout out every time. And then, you know, while I'm here, you know, I'm still going to touch on the fact that we have a December to remember, but we also have another event closing off the year. Last year, we brought for the very first time our signature event Classic, where we featured Third World at the Radisson Ballroom. That was our New Year's
Who's
event.
Coming this year?
This year, we have the legendary Glenn Washington is going to be here performing on live band. Glenn Washington is going to be here. It's a classic event. It's a signature event. We want to keep it like that. So Glenn Washington is going to be performing. Jefferson Ramirez is going to be performing. And an interesting note is that Jefferson's band is actually going to be playing for Glenn Washington. And that's because our musicians, and I always say that, our musicians here are so talented. The artists are so talented. And once they act, and a seasoned artist like Glenn Washington, he knows music. So for him to be okay
with Ramirez's band,
you know, speaks volumes. So we always have to really consider and really appreciate our artists here. You know what I mean? And our musicians here. Don't wait until they're recognized elsewhere, because their talent is indisputable. You know what I mean? So Jefferson's band is going to be backing the Glenn Washington, who's comparable to Berry's.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
When Glenn burst on the scene, people were having problems identifying
the difference. Because
Stranger
they have
in the night and all this. That was my favorite song. I don't think, right?
10 points.
She was a stranger in the night. That was my song.
It's my song too.
Good.
Big up. So Glenn is going to be here, and Patrick Roach is also going to be performing, another young artist from Grenada that really has a great voice, and he could really perform. So we're looking forward to having another signature classic event. And again, for this one, it's $120 admission, so we keep it affordable when people come. We have a full buffet spread, so you can choose what food you want to buy, what food you know, because it's New Year's Eve, a lot is happening. So it's up to people whether, because sometimes people come and it's just like for the show, and they don't end up eating a lot, or they don't end up drinking a lot. So we leave that up to you. We took it out of the admission price, kept it affordable. You choose what you want to buy. It's only $120. You come inside of the venue, you get this full event, you get this full show, and then you choose to, you know, refresh yourself how you feel like it.
All right. Folks, you heard it. So December to remember on the 23rd, and Classic
on the 31st.
Yeah, I know you'll be back by maybe 4.
Have to.
Of course.
Have to.
Thanks
Early next year. Look out.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping by.
It's always a pleasure, and thank you.
Give the rest of Sunshine promotion, especially the big man himself.
I certainly will. He's actually watching, so I will.
Judah, good morning, man. Yeah. There's one thing Judah said to me that always stuck. He said, I read the Bible 3 times.
Yeah.
The entire Bible.
Yeah.
And good morning, bro. Have a good one. Akira, thanks for dropping by.
Thank you so much.
Folks, we'll be back after this.
Something legendary stirs on the horizon.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie.
Saturday, December 23rd, the National Cricket Stadium. A night unlike any other. Can you feel it? From the heart of reggae, rising like a phoenix, the unmatched, the unparalleled Sizzla. Also featuring Bugle.
Cause if you blame lights, you blame who give it. Don't blame light, blame the eyes out.
Jabari.
We don't want them around me now. Them energy flows here.
And 450.
I know we're up on a journey. I give my heart to some people when I'm ready.
General admission $100. VIP pay $500. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m. It's a reggae explosion inside a December to remember. History will be made. Are you ready to be part of the legend that is Sizzla?
With ever-rising energy costs, Southern Electrical can provide you with affordable, complete solar systems for your home or business. Reduce your utility bill to zero. Have power independence. Go green by harnessing the free energy that sunlight provides in our warm, sunny, tropical climate. We supply off-grid solar systems which are great for remote areas without utility power, as well as grid-tied and hybrid systems. We can customize your system to your needs, ranging from 1.5 kilowatts to 1 megawatt systems. Start saving today so that you can have extra money to go on family vacations, do home renovations, or further invest in renewable energy to generate electricity for income.
You want to get an insight into your life? Are you willing to find astrological solutions? Master Shivrudra, the world's best psychic and spiritual healer with competency in other services too. He has guided many people who are going through a situation to find solutions to their problems and use astrological remedies for positivity. He provides services to get your ex-love back, negative energy removal, family problem solutions, health problem, and many more.
He located at Grenada CT, George's. Call him or WhatsApp +1 for 735375939.
Every time you get the break. What? You call that break right now? I go once. When he cries, when he cries.
When she cry, when she cry. Stop the violence, stop it, stop it, 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 stop the violence. When she cry, when she cry, when she cry, when she cry. When she cried, when he cried, when he cried, when she cried.
Glow with Grand Lake this holiday season. Download our app for a joyful reason. When free electricity isn't that grand, download the app, power in your hand. Check your balance with ease, manage accounts, it's a breeze. Outage alerts come through, report faults, we're here for you.
150 customers can win $150 in electricity credit, and 5 of you can win $1,500 in free electricity. Simply download and keep using the Grenlec app.
Glow with Grenlec this holiday season. Download our app, power in your hand.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. I'd like to say thank you to Akira for dropping by and enlightening us on December to remember. Those of you who care to attend, well, you know where to get your tickets, all right? It's 13 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We've got 30 minutes in which we can have a conversation. Again, I want to appeal to whosoever it is that removed that fishing boat at the fish market in St. George's this morning, just around 4:30. I hope it's a prank that you're putting on and that you'll return the fishing vessel. If not, the police, I know that we will find that. The number you can call in to make any contribution this morning is 435-2041 as usual. Okay, good morning. There is no cricket in the Kirani James Athletic Stadium tomorrow. Cricket is at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. Thank you very much. Okay, someone asked, good morning, Innocent. Do you know when is the starting date for the 10 years passport? I think that comes into effect from January 2024. I'm subject to correction, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Good morning. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, and same to you. Yeah, 435-2041. There are a number of issues here that I am liking. There's that meeting that took place yesterday in St. Vincent that brought together some regional leaders together with Nicolas Maduro and Irfan Ali from Guyana as the dispute with the Essequibo region escalates. And I do hope that something amicable. I'm waiting to hear the news out of it. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent. Compliments for the season.
Many happy returns.
This morning, my heart goes out to the family of the guys that went fishing from Grenville and haven't returned as yet. I pray God's blessings, and I pray that they find them soonest. Okay. And I know that God will give them strength. So to Ninja Man, that's the guy that clean fish over by the fish market, his son, his wife, and to all of those who have lost loved ones at sea, we say be good, and I pray that the authorities would assist your family in finding your loved one. Have a great day, Mr. Gordon.
Thank you. And how was the funeral yesterday?
It was
sad.
Solemn.
Yeah. Okay.
As expected, massive.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. Have a great weekend, right?
You too.
Okay, bye-bye. 435-2041, that's the number to call. Mildred Smith says, good morning, Mr. Gordon. It's a pleasure to be on your platform. Have a productive weekend. Stay blessed. Thank you, and same to you. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Innocent. How are you today?
I'm good. Welcome.
Innocent, yesterday I spoke about the $15 million that in the budget allocation for independence, and I'm still of the opinion that is reckless, and that's just madness, because in these times the taxpayers have to pay that back, and they're struggling, and it's very unfair. And then I appreciate the person who made a comment, because that's what I like. I like people to challenge me and be constructive. The person was not unkind. All they said is that Keith Mitchell must spend so much money to bring in some artists, but remember, my friend, with due respect to you, that is to do with the campaign. So probably he get money for the campaign for other people. But what I'm talking about here, that's two different things. This is taxpayers' money, and $15 million is exorbitant. So you can't defend that, but it's two different things.
Okay.
But what I want to say, I saw on the GBN last night, and I was very disturbed. This child, the people need surgery. I think it's $300,000 to be done in Colombia, and her belly just growing like that. And I really wish that somebody will help. And so probably what they could do, instead of spending the $15 million on the independence, probably we could think of helping that parent to send the child to Colombia so that child will get better. That's all I have to say.
Are you willing to help that situation?
Yes, I'll be whatever little I have. I'm not a rich person because I'm not rich. I'm just dependent on my pensions.
Okay.
But what I'm saying to you, I think that we must be considerate. So the 15 million, help that family. Because when I look at the child, you see the child belly,
Okay.
The child is just growing. So please try and see if you could help them with the amount of money allocated for independence.
Okay.
But that is absorbent and it's reckless.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Good morning, Akira. Nice to hear you this morning. I love to hear Sizzler sing with the orchestra. That's amazing. This young artist called 450 will bring the young people so parents can get a chance to attend an event with their kids and grandkids. A nice Christmas family event. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent, and good morning to your listeners and to your viewers.
Okay.
I'm on your program lead, so I'm not cognizant of what we'll discuss so far in terms of the conversation, except that I know that you had somebody to do with a show coming up.
Okay.
And that, have we considered that, notwithstanding that people have the right to choose, that every time we suppose a show like that in this difficult time, we are bleeding the country of needed money that we can do to help cushion the already problematic situation and impending situation. Because in the coming year, notwithstanding the fact that we need to be optimistic, the issue of the Panama Canal will play a big role. The problem with the inability of the authorities to allow the ships to flow regularly will be a factor to consider. So it's possible that we need to look inward, trying to improve the production of food and other stuff. And we don't think that. In fact, it seems as though if we give us a chance to party for the entire year. Now, in terms of how you mentioned about the talks in St. Vincent, I think even if nothing comes out of that, it shows that we as a region and we as CARICOM and the states, the grouping that get about 3 groupings that cause this thing to happen, including CARICOM, that we don't have to wait on Uncle Sam to try to solve any problem that we have. We could at least make effort. And even if, as Rav Gonzalez says, nothing comes out of this talk, it at least is like a cricket match. We have other innings to go, other matches to play. So a good first start in bringing those people together. And it shows, in spite of the difference that the two leaders have, the two countries have, that there are no, except for Guyana, who have been pushed by the imperialists, that there is still goodwill on the part of the two nations to come to some kind of settlement. And people have to understand that this dispute is not a new one, and it goes back to the colonial engagement, where they change borders regularly. So we must understand that and encourage those kind of conversations, and also to get people to tune in on those things so that we don't buy the narrative from the north. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Have a good weekend. It's 5 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a final commercial break and then we come back and do the wrap. Don't you go anywhere.
Why wish upon a star? Our bank is better by far.
This Christmas Christmas, make all your wishes come true with Co-op Bank. Get 100% financing on new vehicles and up to $50,000 cash with discounted rates. No security required. Drive out in style. Make those home renovations. Treat your family and friends and get everything on your Christmas list this year. Apply today and you can be one of 5 lucky customers to win a shopping spree. Or how about some extra fuel for that new ride? And that's not all. Use our electronic banking channels to do transactions and win big. Have it all as you wish this Christmas with Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence. Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso. One stage. One show. Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits. Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
When the DJ play with her hungry, she raise her hand and she tell me, make it no place sweeter than home.
Imagine a Christmas where you decide the gifts. Win exquisite furniture, delectable festive food, and a vibrant house facelift. The best part? You choose how much of each you desire, tailoring your perfect Christmas blend. Simply shop with us this festive season, and you could be one of many lucky winners. Whether you engage online, join our community events, or shop in store, multiple ways lead to winning. And every week, win delightful surprises just for being a part of our festive spirit. Real Value IGA Supermarket, where you tailor and we deliver the Christmas magic.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
It's a happier holiday when every wish and dream can come alive for those you love and cherish with a loan from Nexa Credit Union. Just think of the experiences you could share, the surprises you could gift, and the memories you could make with a little extra in your pocket this Christmas. Our Happier Holiday Loan is about the happiness and warmth it can bring because there's no need to worry. Unwrap more than just gifts. Experience heartfelt connections and joyous celebrations with family and friends. Get up to $50,000 for home furnishings, renovations, gifts, and more while enjoying easy repayment terms, affordable interest rates, and quick approvals. So, dream a little bigger and enjoy discounts galore at our favorite partner stores. Make your holidays happier with Nexa. Call us at 440-1354. Visit our website at nexacreditunion.com or email us at loans@nexacreditunion.com. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
All right, viewers and listeners, unfortunately, we've run out of time with the program, and I'd like to thank all those of you who contributed one way or the other, participated one way or the other. Thank you very much for being with me for the entire week. It's the culmination of another week of Good Morning Grenada, and if the good Lord spare your lives, and if all goes well with me, I will be with you on Monday again, all right? So have yourselves a great weekend. Remember to be safe. You're going out to the various events. Remember, there is life after the event, okay? And we look forward to another engagement come on Monday. Be safe, Grenada. I love you. Bye-bye.